Hello everyone, came out of the theater after watching Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Welcome to another review. It is 11:33 p.m. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the discussion of this spoiler-free review. The Mission Impossible franchise has been one of those series of films that has gotten better and better with each installment. Growing up living in Germany, I remember watching the television series with my dad, and when we moved to California, my mother and I on opening night watched the very first Mission Impossible film on the big screen, and I found it uniquely exciting of how it was able to incorporate and innovate the impossible missions concept that on the big screen. And as the series went along, I found myself becoming even more enamored with the concept. The second film I thought was amazing. The third is still my favorite out of the entire franchise. Ghost Protocol was great. Rogue Nation was good, and Fallout was absolutely phenomenal. And here we are with the seventh installment, broken into two parts. This story focuses on a concept, on a reality that is very much steeped into the parallels of what's being debated all across the world today, and that is the threat of AI. This story brings about the concept of what would happen if an AI went rogue, and every single world government that wants to get their hands on this piece of technology, would they use it for their own nefarious purposes? And the fact that it's sentient and rogue, imagine it falls into the wrong hands, and it has the capabilities of wiping out human civilization, that as far as we know. So you have Ethan Hunt and his IMF team that's attempting to eliminate the threat by taking away the major threat that is in all for all intents and purposes is too much power for one man, for one government. And from then on out, we are on in a very intense emotional roller coaster ride of revelations, twists, turns, magnificent and breathtaking action. Regardless of however you feel about Tom Cruise as an individual regarding his religious beliefs, there is absolutely no denying that he is probably, him and Keanu Reeves and Chris Pratt, most likely are the last breed of movie stars where they are absolutely passionate about their project. And Tom Cruise, once again, finds a way to top himself with his performance and the stunts. And regardless of how you feel about him, this man knows what makes up what the audience wants. And he knows exactly that it's all about presenting the form of entertainment. And bar none, this is probably one of my favorite and most emotional performances out of Tom Cruise. He just gives it his all with the intensity that cannot be denied. You have a new cast member, Haley Hatwell, does a great chemistry with Tom Cruise, and you have Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. What separates this particular Mission Impossible from the others, that it does have a lot more humor, but it's more of a cathartic, intense humor rather than a perspective of removing the levity, removing the intensity, the seriousness of the situation at hand. You have a lot of action films that don't necessarily have the understanding of what it means to perfectly balance the seriousness and humor and the high stakes that are involved in this. And Christopher McQuarrie, the director, does a brilliant job of being able to seamlessly bring those two unique formulas together. And I don't know how he did it, but it's just the humor here. It works. Every single cast member, from Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Vanessa Kirby, all do a brilliant job as far as bringing their characters to life. And the even more of the beautiful thing is the fact that it's not so reliant on the concept of CGI. I do believe a lot of action films and even science fiction ones have this incessant need of focusing and becoming too dependent on computer technology and special effects, whereas now the Mission Impossible, it seems more steeped into practical effects, and you see it with Tom Cruise and the stunts, and the action is just, I was literally on the edge of my seat with every single action sequence that was happening on the screen. And the highlight really is anyone who has watched the trailer has seen the scene of Tom Cruise with Ethan Hunt riding up the mountain and getting ready to, basically doing a free base jump. And you just felt the wind, you felt the gravity of the situation, as he is essentially performing a skydiving event to landing on whatever he needs to land on. And man, it's just phenomenal. Tom Cruise has no fear whatsoever. And this is coming from someone who is afraid of heights. I cannot imagine even attempting to do anything like that without a stunt double, because he is by far one of the most fearless actors and entertainers in the industry today, other than Jackie Chan and Keanu Reeves. How he is able to perform these miraculous stunts without even hesitation is just, I don't know. I have no words for it. And just everything about this film is exactly what you're looking for, as far as the espionage, the spies, and the betrayals, and wanting to know exactly what is going to happen in the next scene. And it's not boring at all. It's about, I'm going to say it's about 2 hours and 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours and 40, and it's not boring. You don't necessarily feel it from my perspective. It just gives you everything that you want, with the suspense, with the comedy, with the emotion, with the action and the stunts. Everything that you want in a Mission Impossible film, it checks all the boxes. And that's what Tom Cruise has successfully created with this franchise, is knowing that that he wants to give the audience exactly what they're looking for. And that is pure escapism. And that's what this film brings. And I cannot wait to see what is going to happen with the next film. What stunts is he gonna come up with? What type of action is gonna be the spectacle of it? I have no words for how brilliant this film is, and how it has seemingly revitalized the action adventure extravaganza franchise, as far as I'm concerned. So when it comes to the overall verdict of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10, two thumbs up. Very thrilling, intense, exciting, great action set pieces, amazing orchestral scores, and just a roller coaster ride of emotions that you cannot go wrong with. I highly recommend it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it, and leave a like, and visit my Discord site if you're interested in having a conversation with me and my friends. And that is my review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I hope you all enjoyed it. Be safe, my friends. Peace out.